Man, when it comes to Drake right now, the hip-hop world is buzzing louder than ever. The drama is absolutely insane and serious. It's like watching a blockbuster movie with twists and turns that never end. You got fans losing their minds, haters popping up everywhere, and Drake himself moving like he's trying to hold the whole damn game together with duct tape. He's scrambling, slipping, and the vibe is shaky. Word on the street is that some of his latest moves just don't look right, and folks aren't letting it slide one bit. First off, Spotify supposedly wiped out millions of his streams. Yeah, we said millions. That's not a minor hiccup. That's a catastrophic blow. They removed streams from one of his collabs with Central C that went from riding high to crashing hard in no time. It plunged from approximately 27 million streams down to around 20 million in what looked like the blink of an eye. People started talking bots, fake plays, shady algorithm manipulation. Nothing but ghost streams padding the counts, social feeds lit up like fireworks, everyone clowning him meme after meme, screenshotting the sudden drop. The narrative shifted overnight, fake streams, bot counts, shady tactics. The trolls had a field day. Instead of delivering street credible content, he's now trending for technical scandal. Meanwhile, across the map, Kendrick Lamar, Pusha T, and Tyler, the Creator, they're out here dropping pure fire. Kendrick's tracks hit so deep, they're carving through culture. Pusha T is striking with razor-sharp lyrical truth. The Clipse are back reshaping the game. Tyler is reinventing creativity every time he drops. Those artists are making waves that sting and resound, shaking up the industry, while Drake is scrambling just to keep his head above water in the chaos he made. Nobody's denying it. The shift is real. Hip-hop is leaning toward authenticity, raw expression, and impact over influence. And Drake's old tricks, his reputation and clout, they ain't doing the same work they used to. The old playbook is crumbling. Fans who once rode heavy for him now look skeptical. They're questioning streams, they're questioning messages, they're questioning if the king still reigns. Meanwhile, new heroes are rising. Kendrick's lyrical masterpieces feel timeless. Pusha T's art rings real. Tyler's vision is unmatched. They're out here building culture, building stories, building legacy. While Drake is stuck putting out post after caption, screenshot after shade, trying to salvage something. You can feel the air shifting. This is the moment where metrics matter, but meaning matters more. This is not just music, it's movement. Drake built the hype, but these artists are building something deeper. And right now, it looks like the fans are tracking that change. They're gravitating towards substance, depth, soul, impact, and Drake's theatrics and streaming scandal are overshadowing his art. His attempt to cling to past dominance, it's looking desperate. The headlines aren't celebrating his craft, they're calling out his collapse. The culture is shifting under his feet. So yeah, this first chapter in our three-part breakdown, it's all about how Drake went from streaming dominance to scrutiny, how bots and hype turned into skepticism and shade, and how while he's reeling, Kendrick, the Clipse, Tyler, Pusha, they're dominating, reshaping culture and leaving him in a scramble. Hip-hop's changing lanes and Drake's looking over his shoulder, clinging to that crown while the streets run in another direction. A seismic shift is underway in music and influence, and this part is raw, messy, and real. But wait, things don't just stop at streams because the drama around Drake is only getting thicker. The man ain't just losing numbers, he's losing his cool in ways the game's never seen before. Instead of letting his music do the talking, he's out here dropping captions like he's a social media soldier, and fans are side-eyeing him heavy. He posted, "My first thought when they get to talking out the side of their mouth is never fear or doubt. It's obviously they got an album coming out. That's it, that's his comeback." Sounds more like weak shade than a battle cry. People expected bars, fire, and a clapback through tracks, but all they got were Instagram posts. That's not the Drake energy folks once feared, that's desperation bleeding through the keyboard. Meanwhile, the guys he's sneak dissing, Kendrick Lamar, Pusha T, Tyler, the Creator, they're not even flinching. They're not wasting breath, they're building legacies in real time. Kendrick is out there releasing tracks so strong they echo across generations. Pusha T is delivering razor-sharp truths that cut through the noise like a blade. Tyler, he's redefining creativity, bending genres, and making art that nobody can touch. While they're locked in, dropping classics, Drake is typing captions and hiding behind posts. Now let's shine the light on the Clipse because they're a key piece of this entire puzzle. Their comeback isn't just hype, it's history. They revealed how their label tried to hold them hostage, blocking lyrics, blocking collabs, silencing their vision. That's not small time, that's manipulation on a legendary scale. And who's being whispered about as the guy pulling those strings? All signs point to Drake's camp. The whispers are ugly and they're growing louder. A superstar using his weight to silence competition. That's not power, that's fear. But the Clipse didn't fold. They paid what they had to pay, pushed through the walls, and released the music they wanted to create. That's power the streets respect. Fans see it. Resilience, courage, and truth cutting through industry chains. While they were fighting battles behind the scenes, Drake was apparently building walls to stop them, and now those walls are caving in on him. The Clipse's album, full of deep lyrical cuts, smashed through the charts, sticking around longer than industry gatekeepers ever thought possible. Tyler, too. He's not just making bangers, he's rewriting the rule book. He's out here showing that you can mix artistry, risk, and success without bowing to the old system. Every track he drops feels like an evolution, while Drake's releases feel like reruns. Fans are talking and the noise is deafening. The Clipse's truth bombs hit hard. Kendrick's dominance feels unstoppable. Tyler's artistry keeps flipping the script. And Drake's out here looking like he's chasing shadows. His fan base, the self-proclaimed Iceman crew, is trying hard to hold the line, but their efforts feel forced. They spam timelines, flood comment sections, but it's like shouting against the wind. The culture has shifted. Authenticity is in, gimmicks are out. People want music that bleeds truth, not songs hiding behind bots. The numbers don't lie either. Drake's latest tracks didn't just underperform, they flopped hard. For an artist who built his throne on dominance, that's a brutal reality. Even worse, the very tactics he's accused of, stream manipulation, blocking artists, are now backfiring in his face. It's a twisted irony. The moves meant to keep him on top are dragging him down. This part of the story is the unraveling of the image he built so carefully. The crown is slipping, not because of one scandal, but because the game is evolving faster than he can adapt. The streets' respect is shifting toward those who risk, those who speak, those who create without fear. Drake's still got talent, no doubt, but right now the moves he's making scream desperation and the culture's not vibing with it. This is the point where the drama explodes, where old power meets new energy, and where legends are forged in the fire while the ones holding on too tight start to burn. Now here's where everything hits the boiling point. Drake's desperation is spilling into every move he makes, and the cracks are impossible to hide. You can see it in every post, every caption, every shady little diss he throws out. Instead of coming with powerful tracks, he's stuck playing games online trying to control the story like a puppet master. But here's the thing, the strings are snapping and the show is falling apart. His so-called Iceman crew, those fans defending him like it's life or death, are louder than ever, but that noise is empty. It's hollow, like they're fighting a battle the streets have already decided. The culture ain't waiting for Drake to catch up. It's already moving forward without him. Kendrick's out here cementing his spot with every release, stacking classics that feel untouchable. The Clipse are rewriting the rules, proving that resilience and raw truth can still break through the biggest industry walls. Tyler keeps shocking everyone, crafting art that bends genres, shifts expectations, and keeps him ahead of the curve. These guys aren't just winning, they're changing the whole game, and they're doing it without gimmicks or bots. Meanwhile, Drake's energy feels scattered, like he's fighting ghosts instead of focusing on his craft. Even big names like LeBron James got dragged into this mess, showing just how far the drama's ripple spreads. That's how massive this story has become. Every move Drake makes gets amplified, analyzed, and twisted back on him. But instead of letting his music speak louder than the noise, he keeps feeding the fire with posts, with disses, with vibes that scream he's trying too hard to hold on. It's like he's stuck in a loop, dragging out old beef, stretching old tactics, hoping they'll still work when the streets have already moved on. His latest singles, they didn't just underperform, they tanked so hard that even die-hard fans had to admit something's off. The numbers exposed him, the reactions roasted him, and the industry's whispers about fake streams and manipulation only grew louder. For someone who built a reputation on dominance, this is uncharted territory. He's not controlling the conversation anymore. The conversation is controlling him. The narrative isn't about his wins, it's about his panic. And while he's stuck defending a shaky throne, the other artists are celebrating their rise, enjoying the culture, and making history. The most brutal part of this whole drama isn't just about music beef anymore. It's about power. It's about who really runs the culture, who shapes the sound, and who has the heart to push hip-hop forward. Right now, that power is shifting fast. The streets are rocking with real talent, real art, real connection, and they're leaving behind the gimmicks and the smoke. Drake's antics, stream scandals, shady tactics, social media shade can't hold back the tide. The culture is too big, too alive to be controlled by one man's moves. Fans see through the act now. They're craving authenticity, and they're finding it in the music that doesn't need bots to climb charts. The Clipse, Kendrick, Tyler, they're proving that raw talent and fearless expression will always outshine manufactured hype. Drake can still turn it around if he faces the shift, if he steps back into the studio with the hunger that made him who he is. But right now he's crashing out in real time and the world's watching it unfold. The crown is slipping, the throne is shaking, and the streets are already choosing their new kings. This is the moment where legacies are tested, where the strong evolve, and where those clinging to old power fade out. Drake's got a choice to make: adapt and rise, or keep sinking while the game leaves him behind. The question is, does he even see it coming? Or will he keep spiraling while hip-hop moves on without him? One thing's for sure, the shift is here, it's real, and it's not waiting for anybody.